December 11th, 2018, and here's a mess. What's going on so far? Slow down and pan over it a little more slowly. Just been going through the wiring harness. I had already set it up for the later model ECU, which is more tuning compatible. Just going through the harness and removing everything unnecessary that won't ever be touched again. The side of the air conditioning is just going bye-bye. You know, I live in Spokane now, whatever. Yeah, I'll be making some sort of plate out of plastic or something, and then I'll use a bunch of either JB Weld or doing some fiberglass work and just cover that out. And that'll give me some more room for the downpipe, which of course all that wire's got to be well out of the way of that pathway. A preliminary test with this little Amazon bought hose for the turbo. I also have a drain hose for the turbo. That's over here. And look, I mean, I can fuck a place up all by myself. I mean, I don't have a lot of room, so I'm actually semi-proud that it's not. There's walking space. So, anyway, has a cast aluminum oil pan, and that means I can drill and tap it, basically. Got this drill, big drill and tap, 1/2-inch pipe. Right near the very front of the oil pan, there's a spot where that hose can reach right down to there. So with the engine still in the vehicle, I'm going to slowly drill through that oil pan. I mean, a little drilling like millimeter at a time, shop vacuuming it up along the way, eventually busting through. You know, some of the metal chips are going to get through. I'm then going to flush the crap out of the oil pan after I'm done, after I drill and then tap it. You know, make sure I flush everything downwards as much as possible. And 99% of people that have done it have claimed that, you know, they've gotten away with it without damaging anything. And that's why there's a screen on the oil pickup anyway. So I'll take that risk, put the drain line in. I found this. There's a place called the General Store in Spokane, which is it's an Ace Hardware, and it's also a clothing store. It's got shooting supplies and they've got like glass cases filled with like turbochargers and fuel pressure regulators, intake manifolds for Nissan Skyline engines and LS engines and blah blah blah. And they had this small block Chevy water pump thermostat housing for $10. So yeah, okay. Because that way it allowed me to shorten the hose a little. Actually, the stock hose will work. I might get another stock replacement because this is kind of fucked up, and I just have to cut it at a point. I cut this a little too short. The extra injector spider. So here's 2 injectors from this. Sam is sending me an FMU. It's called a Greddy eManage Blue, and it's an actual piggyback computer, so it's going to read signal for the injectors and the ignition. It can even modify ignition timing. Well, it can retard things. I obviously can't advance anything, you know, it's after the fact, but yeah, so I'm going to use that basically to control these 2 extra injectors, and I'm probably going to keep the boost down to about 8 psi. I just want to have some fun with it, and by fun I want reliable fun. So if I keep the boost low, maybe I could even tow shit. I mean, I cannot believe what I did towing the largest U-Haul trailer with this thing. I had to put air shocks in them, pump them up to 100 psi, and lay the throttle to the floor the entire trip. So I don't know, low boost. It's a useful tool. I'm a responsible adult here. So anyway, that's enough babbling for now. I've got to figure out the intake system. I'm going to run right off the wastegate can at first, so it'll probably be 5 psi. It's what I'm hoping. Might just get it running and kind of puttering around with no intercooler, and then, you know, figure it out from there.